advertising agency out there. Two guys run it, Jeff Goodby and Rich Silverstein. The advertising agency is Goodby, Silverstein and Partners. And they have just released a pro-Obama commercial that features children singing about a variety of horrors that will happen under a President Romney. Sick people will just die. Oil fills the sea. And it's about 2 minutes. I'm going to play it for you in its entirety. It's been around throughout the weekend. The conservative blogosphere is near meltdown over it. The kids in this video, if you look at a picture of them, they're well-fed, they're well-dressed, they are well cared for. They've all got braces and glasses. No doubt they have excellent medical care. They're not kids from poverty. They're not in any, at least the way they're presented here, the way they're dressed, they're just as normal as any other kid that you'd see anywhere. They're nothing remarkable. They don't look like they're homeless. They don't look like they're downtrodden. Don't look like they're starving. Don't look like they're in any pain. They're smiling, all this stuff. But what somebody did here was put the far left extreme Democrat platform to music. And they've had these kids sing these lyrics. Coal mines are bad. Gays are good. The air is so bad, one more breath will make you sick and then you'll die due to bad health care. Oil is floating on the oceans. There are toll roads, endless wars. Chinese are making all our stuff. We have global warming, no place to play, no big bird. The tax code's all wrong. And it's all the fault of their mothers and fathers. This is, when you hear it, you have to ask yourself, who in the world do they think this is going to persuade? And then when you hear it, folks, this is who they are. I always tell people, if you could just learn to look at Democrats today as liberals and understand what that means ideologically, we would have never elected Barack Obama if people understood liberalism. If people understood liberalism, nobody would have fallen for the myth that was the caricature of Obama, that it was all lies. If people understood liberalism, everybody would have known that the next 4 years were going to pan out exactly as they did. That unemployment was going to rise, the government was going to get bigger, the private sector was going to get smaller, unemployment was going to skyrocket, poverty would increase, income would decrease. This is why I said I hope he fails. If people just understood who these people are and they get their minds around it and accept it, we would have so many fewer problems than we've got. So I want you to listen to this. This is not a parody. This is not a joke. This is who these people really are. This is what they are teaching their kids. This is what they want the kids of America to believe. This is the mainstream Democrat Party today.
Imagine an America where strip mines are fun and free, where gays can be fixed and sick people just die, and oil fills the sea. We don't have to pay for freeways. Our schools are good enough. Give us endless wars on foreign shores and lots of Chinese stuff. We're the children of the future, American through and through. But something happened to our country, and we're kind of blaming you. We haven't killed all the polar bears, but it's not for lack of trying. The earth is cracked, Big Bird is sacked, and the atmosphere is frying. Congress went home early, they did their best, we know. You can't cut spending with elections pending unless it's welfare low. We're the children of the future, American through and through. But something happened to our country, and we're kind of blaming you. Find a park that is still open, take a breath of poison air. They foreclose your price to build a weapon in space, but you can write off your own hair. It's a little awkward to tell you, but you left us holding the bag. When we look around, the place is all dumbed down, and the long term's kind of a drag. We're the children of the future, American through and through. But something happened to our country, and yeah, we're blaming you.
And there you have it. And that is for real. That is produced by a Democrat ad agency, which has produced a number of ads for Democrat candidates for Obama. It's called the Future Children Project. And that's the name of the ad, Future Children Project. Several unidentified kids singing. And I say, if you see the picture of them, they look well fed, well dressed, well cared for. They've all got braces if they need them, glasses. They've got great medical care. Everything in their lives is just fine, except their minds are being polluted. Now, folks, polluted. Again, you can say, okay, well, who's going to be persuaded by this? That's just so over the top. That's not, I mean, it's a good question. The thing to realize is this is who Barack Obama is. This is what he believes of his own country. These kids are being propagandized. These kids are being educated and now having songs written for them to sing about the justifiable hatred of their own country and their parents. Mom and Dad, we're blaming you. Well, where do you go then? Obviously, government's the answer for everybody and everything. Mom and Dad, you've almost killed the polar bears. You got the oceans with oil on them. You've got the atmosphere frying. We got global warming. You heard it all. And this is who they are. This is the way Barack Obama and every one of his appointees looks at the world and our country. And I know you're saying, come on, Rush. Don't come on, rush me. You've lived through these last 4 years. We've played you the audio sound bites of Obama around the world, blaming this country for all the world's ills. You cannot hang around in a preacher's church like Jeremiah writes for 20 years and say, I don't believe any of that. You don't stay there for 20 years if you don't believe it. You don't hang around terrorists like Bill Ayers and all of that. This is who they are. And they think, in addition to being blatantly upfront about who they are, they think this is persuasive. Who do they think this is going to persuade? Who do they think this is going to inspire? I don't know, but they clearly do. They've got somebody in mind. They think it's going to work on somebody. This is part of the Obama campaign. This is an Obama campaign ad. It's not some bunch of school kids with a wacko teacher that's gone nuts. This is an ad put together by a prominent advertising firm, big Democrats, and the express purpose is to help Obama. Let's go back. June of 2009. We're just 5 months into the Obama regime. And this is from Burlington, New Jersey, at the B. Bernice Young Elementary School. A bunch of kids here, class of students singing a song praising Obama.
He said Obama sending hands to make his country strong again. Barack Hussein Obama. He said once he's there today, equal work means equal pay. Barack Hussein Obama. He said we're going to take hands to make sure everyone gets a chance. Barack Hussein Obama.
And there were a couple of others in addition to that one. Must take a brief timeout. And we'll continue after this. Don't go away.
You're listening to
Rush Hudson Limbaugh.
on the EIB Network.